I have a question. So, remember a long time ago, I was taught to play open guard, you need 4 points of contact. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, something like this, right? But how do you, I guess, what's more important, to create Kazushi or to retain your guard? What do you think?
I think like you need mix between retain the guard and do the kuzushi.
Yeah.
You need to configure your butt the way you're able to defend the guard and at the same time do the kuzushi.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is why like it's hard because the jiu-jitsu is changed after. Now when I'm start, the way you pass and guard, the way you do sweeps is a little bit different. Because a little bit more close to MMA. It's more close for self-defense. So kind of pass, you don't do it because you train more close. You don't want to go distance for punch and kick. So you change that distance. So this is why now you can play a lot of different guard in jiu-jitsu. It's not dangerous because you don't have punch anymore. So you're able to do like sometimes just defense and sometimes you can do the kuzushi, you know. But the best way is like when you can do both things at the same time. Yeah, you'll be able to defend and do the kuzushi. So this is why I like the idea for the guard. It's not like different between attack and defense. You know, I think if you think like guard, like the same in the boxing, you take the same part of your arm like defending, but you need to be able to attack. Yeah. So the guard, the legs need to be the same way. In the same time, you'll be able to defend it, but you have some contact with him to do the kuzushi. But because that distance today is a little bit more hard. For example, the guy go the Toriano pass is more hard. So this is important to understand like the 4 spot point, you can defend that. You like think about like the line, yeah, the foot, the knee, and the hips line is important, you know. But if you keep only that distance, you don't have too many attacks. Yeah, you need to let him come a little bit more close, you know. So I think like some people start to do like, okay, let me be good in defense first. Okay, move your hips. You can start from that first, you know. Move your hips and do something, you know. And after you start create some guard, you need to be able to do both things. I think the problem is we start like for the close guard, you have the idea to hold the guy. I don't want to let the guy escape from here. And you start to use the same mentality to the open guard. I want that guy, I don't want the guy don't escape from here. I think it's not the best way to think, you know. We need to be able to transition between guards. So this is why this month you transition between guards. You need to be able to do this. Of course, you can choose like the guard if you're more comfortable, you want that. But you need to be able to know how to come for that guard again. Because sometimes you're really good in that guard, but you don't know how to start from half guard in the situation. How to do some kuzushi only for create distance and go back to your guard again. You need to be able to guard again, you know. When the guy killed your guard, you don't have anything anymore. So this is why it's important. Now go through all the guard if you don't like it, but you start to understand how to do a little bit of kuzushi is enough. So I think this, if you ask me this, I think kuzushi, I think the more important thing. If you need habit, you know, from that. Because I think if you think about the same thing in judo, when the guy is really good at kuzushi, you don't have zero opportunity to attack him. Every time you do, he's broken your balance, so you never have a chance to attack him. And he can beat you only in this. You know, you get tired and I will take it down. You know. So I think if you have one guard like this, the guard you can do the kuzushi all the time. I think this is the best guard for you. And have like that idea, the idea to do the kuzushi, you know, and connect position from there. So this is why today you talk about like that distance between the hips. I want your guys start see the technique when it's far away, basically like with more stand up. If the hips far away from me, I want to take him out from me, and I stand up and come. And another technique, I need to go under him and start lift him to start sweep, you know. But to start seeing, you know, we have more opportunity to do that kind of sweep when you go under. Because the guy starts past your gun anyway, you know. You cannot play far away all the time. He's need to come. So the game area is more there. So I think if you spend more time training that kind of sweep, I think it's more efficient. Because the same thing, if you're really good to do this, when the guy starts escaping, is when you do the another techniques. You know, because you want too much under him, you want escape, you can stand up to get out from that. But if you do only that kind of technique, only not tripod technique, one explosive sweep, you don't have like any technique when between the guys start past your guard. So you're good to sweep when you're strong, but when you're tired, you don't have opportunity anymore. I see a lot of guys good in this. He's strong, have some really explosive good technique for sweep. And every time, or just stand up and throw the guy. But if he's not have like that kind of guard, go under him, understand how to manipulate his weight, you have less opportunity to sweep the guy. So this is why is in the beginning is a little bit scared because why I go more under him? If go hard, he can smash more me. You be scared. But after you start to understand, under him is the way you can manipulate his weight. Of course, you need to learn how to go for the distance and the self-defense aspect too. You need to learn this. But most of the situation, you need to go close. Because even for self-defense, after you want to be really close to him. So this is why more hook guards, more dead guard, half guard have more. You're more close to him. You don't like half distance when a lot of punch coming. So the same thing, you go more under him, protect you and do that way. So this is why I think like your guy can choose the guard if you're more comfortable for do the kuzushi. Yeah, it can be your main guard, your main game, but don't attach to this. Don't think I need to keep the guy only here, And you need to learn how to go for different guards, come back to that guard again. Main situation, come back to that guard again. And it's okay, you'll be safe there. So this is why when you have some concept like this, you need to start see this happen when you train, about like the hips. Let's see if this true or not. Now I can see it's true. If the guy under me, I know it's more hard to be in balance. Every time when I separate my hips from his hips, like, I'm more safe, I have more base. Now when you see these are real thing, now you be careful more, If you are just theory, you cannot remember, So this is why for today, train, the more important is not remember the technique, but that feeling, every time when you feel you don't have it. Now I have it. And take your time. You don't need to be like, have you already need to sweep. Be okay, be there. You need to transition for different guard, be there, move again, And you can see like when it look like high level guys do it, and the sweep, you start to watch again. You start every time when over sweep because this, go under the guy. Or go for bearing ball technique, take the back, the same idea, It's about the hips, if you control. So this again, if you think you reverse, when I go passing, all my goal is to control the hips. I want to create a distance. I want to create understand where his hips, so don't go if this is under my hips. So you start trying different way when you start to pass the guard too. So this is why some base like movement, for example, when you play the guard here, if you're not able to stay like this, you see how like but don't touch the ground, this and this. If you're not able to stay here, you even have any guard yet. Okay? This is the more important thing is see how I can move my hips. If you tired, if you this, I'm tired because you need to prepare more your body, You need to be minimal this. You're free, yeah. You need to be free your hips. You can move under him, not control, Every time when you put the hips in the ground, I'm more heavy now, and the guy starts past the guard. So when I go past the guard, if I press his hips in the ground, it's more difficult for him. So you start seeing how important is focus in the hips. The same thing, we pass the guard. If you control his hips, he cannot recover. If you give gap between my hips and his hips, he's move again, So you need to start see the importance of the hips, First can be theory, but after you need to start see yourself, this thing happen. Oh yeah, it's true. When this happen, now you learn something. Now I know something. And you start building from that.
That's what I learned just right here. I know he's faster, better. I just had to find my window.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the idea, if you want to hold in that position, make any progress. You need to be able to do kuzushi from that. You hold, but at the same time, you start moving in.
It's like attack and defend.
Yeah. And don't need to be any specific thing, I move to this for that, they do that. No, it's just start moving him. Now you start do it. So this is why you don't spend 100% your power. You start do like, the same thing when you start move the rock, or the car, you don't start 100%. You start going back, move a little bit, and go move more. The same idea, When you're the guy, the same thing. You start for a little bit small movement. Don't do too strong movement. So the guy cannot read what you do, and you start already feeling his movement. Don't go too strong. And after you start do like more this and move him, move is a little bit that way. So this I say like when, for example, you go like the X guard here, sometimes you just stay, you want to hold the guy. It's not. No, you need minimum a little bit, you need to move the guy. You want to rest that way. Move a little bit, okay? You can rest here, but that way, just a little bit. Just do this, already make difference because you can feel what you actually start moving and where you can put more energy, more here or here, here or here. If you start already decide for yourself and the guy put pressure again, you cannot do it. So you start moving, feeling what directions move more and you go it. So you start learning how to rest and that kind of position. When your hips connect, everything there, okay, now I can rest a little bit. Don't rest when the guy is totally free, you know, or when you need to spend a lot of energy to hold the guy. This is why it's important, like when you do the technique, you need to expend less energy than him. Because if you need to spend more energy than him, don't make sense after you become tired, you know. So this is why a little bit like the competition mentality change a little bit, because you need goal, you need to make points, so you need sometimes spend a lot of energy. So you change a little bit, but in the reality, if you need to defend yourself, no time limit. So you need to control your energy. You need to feel where you need to spend more energy, you know. And already begin some explosive movement, maybe it's not the best idea. You know. Just then become better in the guard, and now the guy in the top can start learning how to beat this and when to start build better guard and better pass. But we start building this based on technique way, you know. But if you already start in the force, power, and strength, you know, sometimes you're able to pass, but it's not technical way, but you still put energy there. So I think it's better to learn the more technical possible. How you can do use less energy possible. After you start put energy there, you know. So this is why building confidence is very important. So this is why you need to start slowly, because you know the theory now, the concept. Oh, let me see in the sparring. You go already with the guy much stronger than you or much better than you in the technique. You feel, I cannot do this. And in your brain, you put the information, oh, this doesn't work for me now. And you stop doing this. You know? So this is why, let's start slowly, start take confidence. So this is important, you know, when you train with your partner, start understanding his level and help him become better so he can help you in the future. If you go too hard with him, sometimes you can break his confidence. He's never tried this again. Because what happens more of this, you know, you go train with somebody, you know you can beat this every time, but you start to do some different guard, and you be in trouble. You feel, oh no, this is hard. And you go, it broke his, now just for show you can still able to beat him, and maybe he stop do the technique. But if you give him, oh, you do really good, let him do a little bit more, he's become more hard. So you have somebody do really good something, put you in trouble, you know. You feel like somebody put you in trouble, make him become better in that position. So he's putting you in more trouble, you know, and you can become better in that position, you know. So this is like the smart way to help your partner, you know. And if you like, the guy is better than you know, more strong or have high level, try help him, try do your best, you know, try, of course, it's not about don't respect the higher belt, you know, but you know he's need more, try do your best to help the guy too, you know. So I think that way, everybody can grow together.